What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode. And what a weekend for sports it was. I mean, we had an insane UFC 284 card, and then we had the Super Bowl. But we're not here to talk about the Super Bowl. Nobody cares about the Chiefs, anyways. So we're gonna get straight into basically just the main event because it was such a close fight. It was the biggest fight was pound for pound number one against pound for pound number two. Biggest fight you could make in martial arts right now. And yeah, the way the fight went, it was a really good fight. One of the fight of the year so far. Who knows? But I had Volk winning that fight. I had him winning rounds two, three, and five. I was really shocked, like a lot of other people, that when Bruce said end still, I was shocked. I thought the judges saw what I saw. Like I don't know, but and Volk had more total strikes landed. I know the judges don't see this, but this is just after the fact. Volk had more total strikes, almost doubled Islam's strikes. Islam did have four
Control
takedowns.
time.
He was 4 for 9 on takedowns. I don't know how much ground control time he had, but it wasn't a lot, and he was doing no damage. Actually, what was it? The fourth round? I won the round when Islam had Volk's back. Volk was doing more damage to Islam than Islam was doing to Volk. So it really depends. Just because he was on his back and like he wasn't going for, there's zero submission attempts from Islam all fight. Volk landed way more significant strikes. He knocked down Islam twice. I guess they only counted one knockdown, but I'm pretty sure there's two knockdowns in there. And yeah, overall, I just thought Volk really showed up. He did a lot better than I thought. I thought Islam was gonna go in there and probably smoke Volk and just wrestle him, but no, Volk won that fight, and it's just unfortunate that the judging wasn't up to par that night.
So wait, yes or no? Was that a robbery?
It's questionable. I mean, if I was biased, I would say it was a robbery. Was it a robbery? Probably not. It was a super close fight, but I just thought Volk won that fight. Like I thought he especially secured it in the fifth round. I mean, he dropped Islam in the end of the fifth round, ground and pounded him for the last minute, and busted him up. Like I don't get what else you need to see. It was 2-2 going into the final round. I don't get what else you need to
No
see
way.
out of that.
No way.
Who won that round? I don't know.
3-1 going in the fifth round, Islam.
That's crazy.
And this whole narrative, robbery, 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 that's not a robbery. That's what you call a close fight that could have gone either way. You know what a robbery is? A robbery is Valentina Shevchenko versus Amanda Nunes too. Jan Blachowicz versus Ankalaev that we saw in December. That's
Dominic Cruz versus John Jones.
debatable.
Yeah, no, that was a robbery.
Debatable.
John Jones hit the bank.
Regardless, this is not a robbery. And this whole narrative that Volk won, are we sure about that? First off, the knockdowns, come on, none of those were clear knockdowns. The one in the fifth round, Islam was shooting. I don't think he got hurt by that, really. I just think he was shooting and it looked like he got knocked down. Second one the one in the second round was not a knockdown. I do not think that was a knockdown either. So this whole knockdown narrative, I don't really agree with. And the first round was clearly Islam. The second round was Islam. You can watch your second round back all you want, but the second round was Islam. The third round was Volk. The fourth round was Islam. And the fifth was Volk.
It's
Simple as
crazy.
that.
So you had the fight 4-1.
No, I did 3-2. The third was Volk. The fifth was Volk. That's how it went.
That's just
There's just this narrative that Volk got robbed is crazy to me. That is
nobody's saying he got robbed. That's just people.
really the whole
Nobody
community
got
was
robbed.
saying that he got robbed.
Well, he won the fight. So honestly, yeah, it was a robbery. In a way,
That's
it was a robbery because he should have won
insane.
the fight. Islam didn't win that fight,
That
so in
is
a
not
way,
a
it was a
robbery.
robbery. Was it
That is
was it an
not a
insane,
robbery.
outrageous robbery? Like let's start riots? No, not at all. But it was a robbery.
People wanted Volk to win this fight more than they wanted Islam, so they're gonna say, "Oh, that's a
Not true.
robbery."
That's not true at all.
Very true.
It's not true
Very
at all.
true. Hundred
Uh,
percent true. 100% true.
Islam was a minus 400 favorite at one point.
That doesn't mean anything. The fans wanted Volk to win this fight, and not to
No,
mention,
no.
this was in Volk's backyard, his home country.
Yeah.
Okay, so if you want to talk about running this back potentially, I guarantee you, you know where this should be ran back? This is what
Abu
should
Dhabi.
happen. Volk should fight Rodriguez in the summer. Islam should fight Winner Benil or whatever. They both win those fights. Run it back in Abu Dhabi in October with Khabib in his corner. Guarantee you it's not close. I
No, that's another thing too.
I
Everybody's acting like if
promise
Khabib
you.
was in his corner, something would have changed. That's baloney.
I promise
It
you.
was so, and also on top of that, it was so
Not
loud
even
in there.
close.
They could probably barely even hear the corners.
This fight won't. This rematch, if it ever happens, won't be close.
There was no cheat code in that fight. Volk was beating him up. There's no cheat code in order to get
It,
stopped getting
it,
beat up.
it won't be close in the second fight though.
I agree. I think Volk will destroy him in the second fight. Now they got a feel for him, and now he'll just gonna he knows he can strike with them and wrestle with them. He's gonna work on the striking with them. And Islam, I don't think is gonna improve on striking at all. They barely work on striking at all at that camp. And that's a fact. That's a fact. Look it up. Look
What?
at the videos. There's
Islam
documentary.
Islam was doing really pretty good against the striking against Volk. He hurt him in the first round, I think it was, or the second round. He hurt him in one of those rounds. Then threw a nice head kick at him. Landed
That
almost,
didn't win.
almost landed, but that's not the point. Islam's striking's come a long, long way,
And
and it's
Volk's wrestling
still
has come
getting
a long,
disrespect.
long way. Islam couldn't hold him down. The only thing he could do is lock in a body triangle, and then that was it, and lay there while he was getting on the back. He was getting beat up from being on Volk's back for 2.5
Islam,
minutes.
I'm telling you, in the rematch, Islam finishes Volk.
And no, I think complete opposite. I think Volk finishes Islam. Complete opposite.
Islam doesn't get finished.
I don't think this fight ever happens because I don't think Islam's going to be in 155 for too long.
Uh,
He's going to move up eventually. He can't keep making these weight cuts.
he's not moving up anytime soon.
And there's rumors that he was using IVs, and that's the
Oh,
thing.
here we go. Here we go.
UFC are investigating it. Ali Abdullah has literally snitched on him with the tweet, and he deleted it like 5 minutes later. He literally snitched that Islam did use an IV, and UFC said they're going to investigate it. So who knows what's going to come up in the next week or two? Who knows? In the next week, Islam might be stripped of a title. Who knows? This might be a no contest. Who knows?
Bro, he didn't stop until there's actual evidence out there. Stop it.
Yeah, that's what they're investigating, and
Okay, so
UFC doesn't really investigate. Just saying.
there's been many things investigated. It doesn't mean they're all true.
All right, well, we'll see what comes up with it.
Regardless, this wasn't a robbery. Close fight. If it went Volk 48-47, I wouldn't be crying about it. I wouldn't. But Volk won that fight. Simple as that. No. Islam won that
You're
fight.
right. Thank you.
Simple as
Thank
that.
you. I know he
Islam won
won
that
that
fight.
fight. Thank you. I'm
Simple as
glad.
that.
I'm glad you could
Islam won that
finally
fight.
agree and come around that Volkanovski won the fight. Congrats to Islam. He got a sketchy decision, and one of the what about what was it 49-46? What
I
was
agree
that?
with you on that.
What's up with
That's
that?
terrible. That's
What's up with
crazy.
that?
I agree with you, but that doesn't affect anything. That doesn't affect anything.
I did, but I'm just saying the judging's terrible. Judging's terrible. Either scoring has to change because I don't think you can fix the judging. So I think they got to figure out something with the scoring. And also, they even announced it. They scored off striking first. Striking first, Volk won. And then it's before grappling, it's something second. Is it damage? I think it's damage and then grappling and then control. I gotta pull up the list, but if you order it the way the rules are regulated, Volkanovski won the fight. Striking, whatever it is, and then grappling. Volk won.
Control time 7 minutes to 2. You out grappled him. Just had some success in the strike.
Okay, and then Volkanovski had more damage, almost double the amount of strikes, more significant strikes, 2 knockdowns in my opinion, 1 knockdown on the charts. And you
He
want
didn't
to talk
get
about that
knocked out.
knockdown? He was shooting
He
in,
didn't
and
get
he
knocked
got
out.
caught shooting in.
Okay, but that's why it made it look like a knockdown. It
He
was. I'm
did get
telling you,
knocked
he
down.
didn't get dropped. I do not think he was ever
It
hurt.
got scored as after the
Well,
UFC
that's
reviewed
crazy
it.
to
They
me.
reviewed it and scored as a knockdown. So are you with the UFC analytics on that? I don't
I
know what to
don't
tell
agree
you.
with that at all. I totally think that was just looked like it, but Islam was just shooting at that point, and it Volk landed. It wasn't a
Volk dropped
knockdown.
him twice that fight. But anyways, I'll let you do the outro.
Regardless, this is not a robbery. Islam won this fight, and like I always tell Kevin,
Congratulations.
Islam will never lose the belt till he retires. So that's what we got to remember for that.
Are you sure? Are you sure? Because after that, a lot of that hype died down. A lot of that hype
Who's
died
beating him
down
in that
after that fight.
division? Who's beating him in that
But
division?
I never said that division. I said he's not going to stay there for too long. He's going to have to move up.
I'm talking about 55. He'll never lose the 55 belt till he retires or if he moves up.
Debatable. Got to see who he fights next.
We'll see. But hope you enjoyed.
Congratulations to the new 155-pound champion, Volk, double champion. What is he, the fifth or sixth now to hit it? I think
Yo,
fifth.
I don't.
So
I got.
congratulations. That's an insane stat to hit
Listen,
for
I
Volk.
respect
And
Volk so much.
congratulations,
He's a great
Volk. I
fighter,
can't.
but he didn't win that fight.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, he's not going to defend the 155. He's going to go back down and defend the 145 against Yair. It's going to be
Volk's
fun.
got to worry about Yara Rodriguez.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, he does.
But hope you enjoyed this video. Volk almost got it. It was a close fight. It's not a robbery. Stop with the robbery narrative. Yeah, and that's it for me. Anything else?
Nothing much. Just stay tuned. The grind starts again, and we're gonna be pushing out more videos. And yeah, stay tuned. We got some big fights coming up. We got John Jones coming up. Was that
About
next week?
2 weeks.
Yeah, 2 weeks, and then yeah, we got a bunch of fights around that, and excited. It's a good time to be a UFC fan.
The GOAT returns. The greatest of all time.
Yes,
I'm glad you agree on that. Glad you agree on that one.
it's
But
debatable.
yeah, well, we'll see you in the next video. And yeah, peace out. See you
Peace.
soon.